Okay, let me start this video off with a little bit of an analogy. I want you to, for a moment, think about this bull market that we're just entering into, kind of like being at a party. And right now, at this point, if you're investing or have been investing, it's kind of like we showed up to the party like at 8 o'clock when the venue is just open and they're still putting the final touches on the decoration. You see, we're early. And while being early is better than being late, it does require us to be a little more patient as people slowly decide to trickle in precious metals party. The best thing we can do right now is take advantage of the moment, enjoy all the free space, because in a few hours, the party is going to be packed. Using this as a time to scope things out, to pick out kind of where you want to sit, figure out what do you want to drink, and get yourself ready for the party that's definitely coming. Meaning making sure that your stack is in order, you have the positions you want, and you're ready. Because when this party really gets going, when this bull market really takes off, it's going to get packed really quickly. So while we're waiting for the other people to come join us, why don't we talk about 8 of the essential reasons to stack right now? And I think some of them will surprise you. So let's talk about it. For more than 6,000 years, gold and silver were used as money. But over time, as governments have needed ways to expand the money supply, they've engaged in practice from clipping coins in order to make additional coins, reducing the gold and silver in its currency, to fully abandoning the gold standard. Since leaving the gold standard in 1971, the value of the dollar has declined a whopping 85% to 15 cents on the dollar, even as our government continues to print dollars at an incredible rate. Meanwhile, gold has appreciated by more than 4,000% from $44 to around $1,900, as you can see from this chart. With that, let me share my essential 8 reasons why you should be investing in gold and silver now. Number 1, anonymity. Of course, anonymity is important to the man speaking from behind a camera. Okay, all jokes aside, I just love that no one knows that I hold or where I hold in terms of gold and silver. See, it's awfully hard for someone to take something from you if they don't know you have it. And as Robert G. Allen advises in one of his books, the goal is to live like a millionaire physically, but look like a pauper on paper. And that's why anonymity is one of the great reasons why you should own gold and silver. Number 2, it's an incredible store of wealth. Wealth that is easily passed to your loved ones, something that doesn't require probate, estate taxes, and of course, that's if you do it the right way. Number 3, it's an incredible hedge against inflation. As I shared earlier, the dollar has lost more than 85% of its value, while during that same time, the gold coin 100 years ago that could buy you a nice men's suit, today can still buy you a very nice men's suit. So that's the number 3 reason. Performance. Since 1971, the appreciation for a gold coin is on par with the stock market. Do I need to repeat that? Remember that chart I showed you earlier? The performance between gold and stocks is almost identical since 1971, more than 4,000%. Number 5, precious metal investing it's kind of boring. And I know that sounds odd, but a majority of the time, it's just something that you can dollar cost average into over the years. It doesn't require your daily attention or my daily attention. I can go on vacation and not worry about anything really dramatic happening. Yeah, there'll be wild swings here and there, but for the most part, it is an investment vehicle that you can almost put on autopilot. Number 6, precious metal investing is addicting. I mean, let me tell you, once you start to exchange your fiat currency for these tangible coins, something different happens. Something changes in you. And you'll find that you'll start to make very different decisions about how you spend your money because you know the goal is to increase how much of the physical precious metal you can actually have in your possession. Which leads me to number 7. It allows you to be your own bank. You get to be your own bank by holding your assets in your possession under your control without any counterparty risk. You carry no credit risk. It can't be inflated away. And it serves as this incredible insurance against any kind of financial crises, political drama, military upheavals, all the things we've seen recently. And what I also really love is while I get to be my own bank, it's also just a little bit of an extra step to redeem this that keeps me from redeeming it irresponsibly. And so I can be very liquid if I need to, run down to the local coin shop and trade something in if I need to exchange it for cash, or just sit there protected being my own banker. That extra step is just enough to keep you from dipping into that secret stash, which is why I love being my own bank. Number 8, we are in the early stages of a commodity bull market, and all the conditions are perfect for spectacular growth. I'm not sure we could ask for better conditions. I mean, we have incredible amounts of uncertainty in our financial markets. We have geopolitical uncertainty, as we've seen recently, extreme money expansion. I mean, the amount of money that has been printed in the last 2 years is unbelievable. We've got demand issues where our supply can't keep up. We've got deficit issues, and we've got difficulty even getting those products to market. We've had Basel III, which is resulting in countries all over the world buying up more gold so they can be in compliance. We have an extremely overvalued stock market, a stock market where we just recently had 121 months of continuous growth in the stock market. And of course, we now have high inflation and incredibly low interest rates. I mean, I'm not sure if we really could ask for a better setup. So, what we have to do right now is just remember why we invest in precious metals. We have to be patient. There's a lot of turmoil dealing with Ukraine and Russia, and who knows how that's going to play itself out. I suggest that you continue to add to your positions. Make sure that you and your stack are positioned the way you want them. Because again, we're early to this party. It's only 8 o'clock. We're the first to arrive. And so as this party starts to get full and people start to come and walk through the door, it's going to get crowded really quickly. And so it's also important that we have a plan for when the party gets a little too crowded. We know when to get out and how we're going to get out of there. As we start to wrap up here, just a reminder, for thousands of years, gold and silver have been a part of our societies, good and bad. What they've always done is they've offered investors and holders a solid long-term and tangible way to hold wealth, unlike paper investments like stocks and bonds that have become worthless almost overnight. Precious metals have an intrinsic value, and they always will. So while we are early to the party, just hang out and enjoy. We still have a lot of good times ahead of us because we know what's coming. So the only real question then is which metals and why? Let me know in the comments below which metals you're stacking and why you're stacking them. And while I'm asking you to do things, could you also hit the like button and subscribe so Stackers University can reach more people, and make sure that you don't miss a single video? That would be greatly appreciated. And as always, stack smart and never stop learning.